Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Davis Dynamics on a windy evening. So it's pretty cold outside, so the best thing that we can do is just stay inside and chip and putt, unless you have a net in the garage where you can hit kind of mid shots or whatever. But nights like this, I just like to kind of tinker, especially with putting, since that seems to be the most important part of the golf game. So I'm a techie. Of course, everybody knows I love technology. It's just in my blood. And I want to go back to technology is good if you know how to use it the proper way. But you still have those people out there that have that knowledge that are not techies, but they've been in the business for so long that they can show you exactly an easier way to do the same thing without using the technology. It makes it a whole lot easier. So I'm proud to say my new instructor, Curtis, thank you. A lot of the technology that I have, I do use just by, just kind of using it on my students. But as for me, of course, I got another curriculum I'm going to be going through. Curtis, because he's shown me so much, because everybody has a different swing and everybody has different limitations. So you have to be able to work around that. So I'm going to send out a big thank you to Curtis, the club guy. So let's get into this, okay? Putting. All right. So first of all, we all know, yes, they have all type of putters, pretty putters, ugly putters, mallet putters, blade putters, all types of putters. And yeah, I mean, sometimes people pick out different equipment because their favorite player plays it, but that's not always the best choice for us. So I'm going to get up here. I'm on my putting green here. So, and I'm the everyday golfer. So I'm not going to go in here and say, hey, I'm going to make every putt, but I'm going to hit a couple of putts. I'm going to show you exactly what I used to do and the new technology that I have now that you can acquire, that you can use also. But I think this is one of the newest pieces of technology that's come out to help you putt. But this thing is awesome. So I just have to show you the old way and I'm going to show you the new way. And you can, make your choice for yourself if you want to buy one of these. If so, then we will get you the information. If you really want one, just send me, a DM or, a quick email that says, hey, Jay, can you give me the information on where you got that from? And I definitely will get you to the manufacturer and we'll definitely get you the information. All right. So let's get started with this. All right. Back in my putting green a little bit, but of course I'm going to make it a little bit dirty, but excuse the mess. So we're going to just focus on, I'm here. We're going to just focus on the middle hole here. We do have holes on the outside that have breaks in them. I can actually, adjust the break. But you can see where I've been leaning at, of course, and I done put like little lumps in it. So, but we're still going to be actually looking at this middle hole right here. Okay. So, as you can see, there's two alignment rods down here. And the alignment rods is just like you hitting your irons. Just, you have the red line is going to represent your foot line, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders to make sure that you're square toward the target. Make sure the putter is square toward the target. And now you have what we would call just a substitute line up top. It's like a train track, basically where the putter can actually fall through, just to go down that line. Now, I mean, if you have a blade style putter, which is more of an arcing stroke, well, of course, that putter is going to go in and then it's going to come into a straight line for a short period of time and then it's going to close. So you still can use this here. But the mallet puller is more made for it to go straight back, straight through. That works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Putting, like I said, putting is a game within a game. Sometimes you're good at it, sometimes you're not. So We just putt and putt and putt, and we practice and we practice and practice, and that is not, this is not a giving. We see the pros, they miss so many of these putts, and they practice way more than we do. So like I said, putting is not a giving. It's just that everybody puts a different way, and there's no one style. The main thing is getting it into the hole. That's it. We don't care how you do it. We just get it in the hole. Okay? All right. So first of all, I'm going to start with this right here. So two things that I've learned since I've been with my new instructor, Curtis, is we need to pick out the right golf ball that goes along with that putter. Every golf ball is different. I mean, of course, we have the soft ones, we have the hard ones, but you need to make sure that that golf ball feels good coming off the face, okay? It's responsive to what you feel, that you can feel it coming off the putter face, and also audio. Audio is a big thing. Does it sound good coming off the face? Can you hear it coming off the face? Can you control it, distance control, everything like that? So that plays a big part in putting. So that's just a little, I'm just throwing you a little bone out there. That's something to think about whenever you're picking out your putter, going to, like, a Golf Gals or Dick's Sporting Goods or wherever to pick out a putter. Play around with a couple of different golf balls, listen to the sound, try to feel see if you can control your distance control, hitting that long lag putts, short putts, just listening to how it sounds coming off, and see if you're enjoying that sound. It's not some type of tingy sound that's going to kind of draw you away from your line or anything like that. So we're going to get back here to my putting lines here, and what I'm just going to push it up just a little bit here so the camera can pick it up. I can't go but so far. The wall was there. So, but hopefully you can see the baseline here. So this is where I'm going to be right here, and of course you can see right here, that's that substitute line I have up there. I'm just going to push it up just a little bit more. Okay. All right. So my feet, and hopefully you can see just the front of my feet here. They're just going to be right here by this line here, which is pretty much, representing the parallel of my body, trying to keep it as straight and as square to the hole as possible. Okay. Even though it's just going to be there just for a few seconds, just trying to keep it there going down that line as long as I can. All right. So we're going to go ahead and put the putter up to that stick there. So as I can see, there's a little gap there. So what do I do to try? I usually would move the ball, but since I'm trying to play for that hole, I'm just going to take the stick and I'm going to bring it closer to me. So I'm going to try to get that putter as close as I can to that stick while the ball is, and trying to get the ball right in the middle of that putter, okay, without hitting that stick, okay. So we're going to take our first putt here. All right. We're going to just concentrate. 1 and 2. Missed it off to the left. All right, so that lets me know that I actually hit it straight, but I kind of pushed it just a little bit. So now doing that lets me know I'm actually looking at my line here. This line right here is my alignment stick is kind of bent a little bit. So I'm going to show you exactly. It's bent at the end. Now watch this. I'm going to push this in, and I should have actually flipped it over, but I didn't. But I'm human. So we're going to do this. And all you see, I did not push the line any closer. All I did was just bring this in just a little bit to make it a little more squarer. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to do the same swing again. See if we can duplicate that swing. Or that putt, excuse me. Boom. Goes right in the hole. Okay, we're going to hit another one here. And like I said, this alignment stick is bent. So when I laid it down, it actually was pointing out that way, and I should have double checked it, but I didn't. I just threw it down. So when I brought it back in, now it made it square to that hole. So we're going to do that again. We're going to try to put it as close as we can. There you go. That ball is right in the middle. And we're going to try to duplicate that putt. Off to the left again. That right there was a push. Now, at least I made one. But let's see if I can make one more, because two. We don't want to end. We don't want to just make one and miss two. Let's see if we can make two. 2 and 2 would be good. All right. Just missing them off to the left. So anyway, putting, like I said, putting is a game within a game. So now what we do is we go to the tech side of it now. This is right here, just something, we all can pick up, these alignment rods here. And like I said, some of them are going to be, we throw them back and forth in our bags. They get bent, they get warped when we leave them in our garage or in our trunk, But this is something really good to use, okay? But if we're going to do that, you can even get a yardstick. You want to get something that is going to be as straight as possible. And being that it's bent, I'm not saying that's the reason why I'm missing my putts. I could be just pushing them. I mean, like I said, putting is a game that's not guaranteed. Now, we're going to get into, this is really cool right here. So I'm going to try to bring this, ball up just a little bit so I can make sure I get everything in line here. I'm going to check my alignment here. Make sure everything is still good. All right, so here's the cool part. Here's the techie part. So, my beautiful wife, of course, she knows I'm a tech person. So, check this out. You're going to love this. Now, here we go. Look at that. You can't tell me that is not cool right there. So, what we have here is a 4-line laser. It's actually a 2-line laser, but it dissects to make 4 lines. So what it does is it dissects the actual putter into 4 parts, 4 hemispheres. So you have your weights in the back, which is the actual laser is dissecting the putter straight through the line, and it's dissecting it straight through the golf ball here, as you can see right down here. So, and we have to, first thing is first too, I want to, when I say you have to be very careful with these lasers. These lasers here can actually, can blind you. These things are very, very powerful, but they're very useful also, a very useful tool. Now, this type of laser here has a lot of fail-safes to it. So, like I said, we will discuss this more. If you want to have a little bit more information about this laser right here, I would definitely give you a little bit more information about it because it's awesome. But we're going to get back into about those alignment rods. Now we have a laser here that's doing the same thing as our alignment rod was doing, but it's doing it just a little bit more accurate. Reason being is now I'm dissecting my putter. I am dissecting the golf ball. And now we're going to see if we can make that putt. We're looking right down the line. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't even hit that. That is just, oh. I am still getting used to, and there's no excuse for that. There is no excuse to leave that short. But I am still getting so used to this laser. This thing is just so cool. And as you can see, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. It stays on for 2 minutes for you to practice, and then it cuts off. And then you have to cut it back on. The reason being is it gets hot. So that's one of the things is that's the fail-safe. And another fail-safe is you cannot use this laser as a pointer. Once this laser goes over 45 degrees upward, it shuts off. So, and it doesn't come back on until you're 45 degrees down. So there is no pointing lasers at your friends or at vehicles or anything like that. So that is the most awesome part about this laser here, is making sure that it's used for what it's made for. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring a couple more balls over here, and we're going to get a little more aggressive here. And we're going to hit a couple more putts, and then we're going to get out of here for the night. Let's get our TP5s over here. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go ahead and get set up. We're going to go ahead and turn on our laser. There it is. And you can adjust this laser. This laser actually turns, as you can see, it turns in the crib. So you can actually adjust this thing any way you want. Okay? But the main thing is we want to make sure when we set it, we want to make sure it's set right through. It's dissecting that golf ball right through the middle, and it's dissecting your putter. So let's make sure, let's see, go ahead and get a couple of putts in here. Make sure we get some to that hole there. Jay's just off today with his putting. I was putting before I got on video, and I was dropping a bunch of them. There it is. There it is. Yeah, it just wasn't. I was babying them. There they go. So once again, I mean, just like this laser right here, as you can see, it's dissecting. It's pointing straight to that hole there. I mean, you can look at it. I can go ahead and, you see that? I'm putting it in front of that ball. Look at that. So if I bring it back here, there, and dissect it. And we're going to hit another one. Boom. Oh. Tell you what. That is why we practice. Because I tell you what, I was hitting golf balls today and I was hitting my irons good, and all of a sudden now, boom, my putting is suffering. So now, of course, you know what I'm going to be working on. So once again, we're going to put. Boom, that's in the hole there. If I get a little more aggressive, I make a little bit more of them, but here we go. Boom, there we go. We're dropping them now, left and right. So anyway, going back to, and it just turned off. There you go. There's your 2 minutes that you have with this laser. It is just awesome. Comes with a crib here. So once again, technology is so good to have as long as you're using it in the right way. But don't just depend on technology alone. You have to get out there and you have to practice. You have to grind it out. Technology only does so much. All the technology, all the new multi-material, compounds and materials that are used in putters, irons, drivers, woods, golf balls. I mean, all the technology is maxed out now. It's about you. It's about you putting in the work. And why should you expect to get any better if you don't put in the work? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not a magic formula. You have to put in the work, and you have to grind it out, and you have to be able to be the one that wants to get up early in the morning and work out and work your swing out late at night. Even when you're tired, swing. Okay, we don't want to make bad habits, but we want you to be able to pick up the club and say, hey, you know what? I got to get past this emotional wall here. Okay, and as you can see, I dropped 3. Missed 2. Well, I'm sorry, missed 2, 4. Missed 5, dropped 3. Sorry, once again, missed 5, made 4. Excuse me. So before we get off of the camera here, I'm going to hit 2 more because I want to make sure I make more than I miss. So I'm going to hit these last 2, and then we're going to get out of here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the laser on one, and I'm going to turn the laser off, and I'm going to use just the bare one. Let's see how we do. Now I could blame it on the little ruffles here that I just made, but I wouldn't. I'm not going to do that. That'd be cheating. So here we go. So the first one, what we'll do is we'll use the laser on the first one. So going to get set. Going to turn my laser on here. Going to make sure, because I did pull it out of this crib. So I'll make sure everything's still aligned. So I didn't move it. Because when you move it, everything shifts. Okay. Everything seems to be in line here. All right. I missed it. No, just one of those things today. Now we're going to just turn the laser off here, And I'm just going to not even look at the green line, because sometimes you can get mesmerized by that line. It's beautiful. I mean, it really is. This technology is just beautiful. Now, without the laser, we drop it. So maybe that's what it was. Maybe the laser. I was being so enthralled by the beauty of it green that I missed my putts. But anyway, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Davis Dynamics. And like I said, it's all about tech. And I am a techie and I love it. I love it. But like I said, technology alone is not going to be their answer. Practicing and grinding it out every day, that's going to be your answer. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great evening. And please do me one favor. Go out and make somebody smile, because it doesn't cost you a thing. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Bye now.